No truer words have been spoken. Welcome back to EasyProsGaming. Today's guide is on how to defeat the White-Clad Noble. Now, if you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button because we're going to do all Wukong guides and tips. So, in this video, we're going to talk about the necessary items and equipment you're going to need to fight this guy. This guy is the toughest guy I have fought so far in the game, and I'm already past this point. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. For starters, let's go ahead and acknowledge we're going to have to grind a little bit to get to where we need to be. I'd recommend level 17. And then we're going to need some medicaments. So if you haven't already, make sure you buy this. And then make sure your armor is also upgraded. You just go into the shrine and you can upgrade your armor. The next step up would be the pilgrim's armor. Moving on to the spirits, make sure you have one of these equipped. I went with the Wandering White. He's just my preference. He does a lot of damage. Moving on to the gourds, there's the regular gourd and you have the scarlet gourd. If you pre-order the game, the benefit of the scarlet gourd, the first sip restores your full health, which is so helpful. There's no right or wrong way of doing it, but I maxed out my immobilize from crash, stagnation, easy prey, and then evanescence. All of these really help me out with me immobilizing them. I can get as much damage as possible. Under the staff stances, I really didn't equip much. I did the resolute counterflow only because I can follow through with my attack. Starting with exhilaration, this slightly increases the health recovery upon consuming a focus point. And then versatility increases damage dealt by all varied combos. And this is all thanks to the focus attack 2, which increases focus points from 1 to 2. Now under stamina, I just equipped this one, and then I did the swift engage, and then I maximized the health level under the survival tab, and I only invested in one maximum stamina. Next, we're going to focus on upgrading our gourd by gathering a necessary item. From the shrine, if you turn around, on this tree is an item you can grab called a vine, and if you talk to this guy, if you give it to him, you can upgrade your gourd. That's going to help out with health recovery. And if you buy this from him, a celestial lotus seed, you can put it into a soak by brewing it. So you just do this, select it, and it'll increase a small amount of health after using your gourd. Moving on to curios, this increases your critical chance. Make sure you equip this, and let's get into the boss fight. So starting out, you're going to run up to him, and you're going to avoid his first attack by rolling away, get some hits in, and then what I like to do is just keep my distance away from him, wait for him to come to me, because if you go to him, you're going to be in a world of hurt. You have to wait for him to come to you, and then just hold your staff. You can get a big attack in. You can go in with a couple more hits, and then get some distance away from him, as much as you can, of course. When he does this combo where he gets up and close and personal, you have to learn how to time the dodge correctly, and then follow up with an immobilize, get as many hits as you can, and then get a strong hit. And then I like to use the Wandering White right there. I missed right there. That's okay. Dodging that, he does a charge thrust. If you avoid, you can get a few hits in, and then create some distance, of course. He's going to follow up by throwing the staff into the ground, and he's going to do a couple more leaps. Keep your distance, of course. Get a few more hits in, and I'm just buying time so I can immobilize him. And this is how you execute a perfect dodge right here. That's how you do it. The timing. I messed up right there, but once you created some distance, heal up, and then wait for him to come to you, charge up your staff, wait for him to thrust, and then do a big hit. And now you got into second phase. Now, initially, when I fought him, I did not know there was a second phase. Okay, I was so happy. I'm like, I finally did it. And here we are. Second phase, and he's even quicker. I think he's a little easier, to be honest, but it took a while, okay? So when you fight him this time, don't forget you have that immobilize spell. That's going to help you out a lot. Wait for him to come to you, dodge, get some few hits in. Now I like to immobilize as fast as I can, get that out of the way so it can charge again. I still have some leftover mana. Now he's going to do some wide attacks, very wide attacks. Creating distance, like I mentioned before, it's your best friend. Wait for him to thrust to you, get some attacks in, and then create some distance. Again, he does that throwing staff attack where he throws the staff at the ground and then he pulls it back and that takes damage. And then he also creates like this vacuum slice effect that you can also take damage if you don't dodge correctly. Thrust and attack. Thrust and attack, distance. Repeat. I'm going to do the vacuum slice. Once he does that, create some distance. Keep your eye on the immobilize spell. Thrust, wait for him to come to you, then get those hits in. And it's really downhill from here. I mean, really, it's endgame for him. Get those hits in, and he stays low to the ground enough to where you can just keep going, and he'll like tumble over a little bit. And with that being said, you have defeated the White-Clad Noble. Congratulations. With that being said, there's going to be a cutscene ensuing.
No ill will, I bear. I'm merely my brother's eyes and ears. I feign my loyalty to guard this path on the bear's order. Your destiny's bleak and stark. In its grip, we share the mark. The Guanyin temple now lies in cinders, yet the elder soul endures. The root of greed fosters the stem of suffering. Better to forget the thing.
With now being defeated, you can get the Jade Fang, which is going to allow you to upgrade your armor once more. And that's going to be helpful for future enemies and bosses. So, if you guys found this guide helpful, please leave a like, even a comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. Stay tuned for more Black Myth Wukong content. I'll see you on the next one.